Hey YouTube family, we're gonna do a tour of the Deluxe family cabin with a veranda on the Disney Dream. So as you can see, the size of the cabin is, you know, small because it's a ship. It's not quite as big as a hotel room, but it's a nice size for our family of four. When you come into the door is located here. The very first door to open is going to be a bathroom with a sink and a toilet, and there's a shelf at the top, and they've got a full-size soap that's right next to the sink, and they've got a mirror, so it's got everything that you need in there. And they do split bathrooms on the Disney because it's very family friendly. The second is going to have towel bars, and then you've got your sink, towels, and then there's a full bath, a tub with the shower curtains and a removable shower head and adjustable. It adjusts up and down. And then there's a soap dish on the inside of the tub area as well. And trash can down at the bottom. These are pretty much wet rooms, so everything is tile on the inside. To the left of the door is plenty of closet space. So you've got your safety vests up there, floating vests. You've got a little dresser off to the side in here. And I'll open the other door so you can see what that dresser looks like. It has the safe, and then a cubby hole down to the bottom. And then there's a second closet here that has the remainder of those vests at the top. More hanging space. A lot more shelving in this one. And more hanging space on the opposite side. And then there's the ladder that they will put out when they come back to do turn down service. Right next to that closet is some shelving, some open shelving, so it's kind of like your little dinette or coffee bar station kind of setup. And pretty deep drawers, 3 deep drawers there. There is a connecting door here, but we don't have another stateroom, so there's another family there. And then there's a queen size bed, and Disney doesn't do the 2 twins together, so this is an actual queen size bed. Then there's a lamp, and on this side of the bed closest to the door is going to be where you have at least one 110 volt and then a 220 volt outlet. And then there's a little drawer here that is empty, so more storage space. As we come in closer, there's a trash can there. The TVs on the Dream are still really small. I'd say this is probably like a 32-inch, if that. And then you've got a little mini fridge right below, right in there. Not a lot of space in there. It's not deep at all. So really just if you've got milk that you need to keep cold for, or formula, maybe a couple of drinks, but not very much. On the computer desk that is attached to, there are several switches. Some of them turn off all of the lights in the cabin. Some of them are just for specific lights around this part of the computer desk, but most things can be controlled from there. To the right of the computer desk on the upper side, there is more shelving. And then there is a drawer. There's a hair dryer there. I guess one that has the voltage that they will accept. And then 2 empty drawers right below it. There is a little chair, and I mean it's little, so there's not like a full back to it. But right above it is another drawer where, if you hear people talking about the free things on Disney, you've got a couple of postcards that they give you. So you get to keep those. There's some stationery along with an envelope for your stationery. There's a little Disney Cruise Line pin. That is really cute. And then, of course, they've got a paper itinerary. Even though they have the app, they make sure to give you an itinerary as well. And then, because we are silver, and myself, my son, and my husband have been on a cruise before, they give you lanyards for your key cards as a silver member, and then this nice bag. So that's another thing that you get to take with you at no charge. There's a little table in the middle of the room, and then there's this 3-cushion couch which will flip out into a bed for my daughter, and then right above it is where they would pull down another bed for my son. And as you can see, there is a curtain there that you can detach and pull all the way across for privacy. So on the left side of the bed is where you'll have some of those switches that control most of the lights in the room. And then there's another little drawer right next to it. And here is where the phone is located. And there is no plug on this side of the bed. So if you want to make sure that you have access to a plug on that side of the bed, you need to probably get an extender. And I found out today that they do not allow multi-plugs, and they definitely don't allow surge protectors. You probably already know that, but they also don't allow those charging blocks that have multiple plugs either. But you can get an extension that has one plug, so I recommend that. And then just bring it from one side to the other. So here's our balcony. There's 4 chairs here. It's a extended balcony for this kind of a cabin. Plenty of space out here. And we are on the forward side part of the ship, and not on the aft, not right on the back of the ship. So that's not the balcony for a cabin. That's right at the back of the ship. Okay, the last thing I want to show you guys is where we would have to put our key card in here in order for the lights to work. So if you have an old card or something, you can stick that card in there and not have to use your actual key card and forget it when you leave the room. And then there's a temperature control panel there for the room. I believe that that's what that is. So that's it, guys. This is the Deluxe family with extended veranda on the Disney Dream. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. I'll try to get to as many of them as I can. Please subscribe and hit the notification bell for more videos like these. See you guys next time.